Well, joining me now, America's toughest sheriff, Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio. And Sheriff, it is great to have you with us. I want to get your reaction to what is happening in Charlotte, where a black police chief, a black police officer who shot and killed a black suspect, and we're watching riots. One of the pieces of sound that accompanied the video of what was going on there was one man saying, you know, the fact that he's a black police officer, he's wearing blue. The message being clearly there's nothing that can be done was going to make any sense.
They don't want anything done. They want excuses to cause carnage on the streets. These thugs doing whatever they can, stealing merchandise, whatever. They all should be locked up, thrown in jail for any type of crime. I don't care how little it is. Put them in jail. Forget politically correct garbage that everybody talks about, and send a message. We're not going to tolerate these riots that's going on, using the shooting as an excuse, or race as an excuse. 16
police officers injured, all sorts of damage, looting, police cars damaged, and the mayor talks like this is just simply, you know, some sort of seance, in my opinion. Not saying there's going to be law and order. We will, in fact, enforce laws. We will protect life and property. Instead, it's like she is at a sensitivity training session. It makes no sense at all what she was doing.
Well, you know what? That's a problem. Police chiefs have to report to mayors and city managers. Thank God the sheriff only reports to the people. Yeah, all these cities had the same problems. We got to get some tough mayors out there in these cities and straighten everything out on the streets and help Donald Trump, which I know he'll do that. I'll guarantee you, when he becomes president, there'll be a different philosophy in the government and patrolling the streets.
You know, he says he's the law and order candidate, and, you know, until he said that, you thought, you know, you suddenly realized we haven't heard about law and order a lot in this country for a very long time. I think he may have been the first to sort of reacquaint us all with the expression.
Yeah, he was way back, and he predicted what was going to happen. If you remember, last July, I supported him right from the beginning. He was talking about terrorism, talking about the border, talking about the drug problem. I guess what he said is proving true, unfortunately, this year.
It's an uncanny knack that he has for raising issues that then subsequently dominate headlines.
He's got common sense. You got to operate on common sense, too. And that's what he has, because it is common sense. Come on. It's a no-brainer. You should be cracking down at the border, keep terrorists out, and the drugs and everything else. That's common sense.
So very few people ever talk about the fact that that border is the entry point for the majority of methamphetamines, marijuana, cocaine, and heroin. And yet still they want to talk about an open border. It's utter madness. I want to ask about George Soros coming after you personally, throwing his money into the Maricopa County Sheriff race, trying to defeat you like the Dickens, going after you just like Barack Obama did with his politicized Justice Department. How's the fight?
Well, I'll tell you something. They must be worried sending that guy after me with his billions of dollars. I don't think it's just the open border. I think there's another issue that they're concerned with this sheriff. I won't get into it, but I have a little other evidence. So they want me out of office for some other reasons, too, not just my policy on locking up illegal immigrants.
Sheriff, we're going to have to get you back so we can kind of press you on what that might be. Sheriff Joe Arpaio, great to have you with us. We wish you all the best. Thanks so much.
Thank you.